Hey guys, get ready for me. Get ready with me while I get ready for work. I have not slept in 5 or 6 days, going on 7, because I have a story time for you? Yes, I do. Now, as many of you know, I went on an emergency trip back to my hometown because of an ailing family member, and that is pretty much all I'm going to go into detail. But the time we were there, I got to see my nieces and nephews that I haven't got to see since my niece was a baby, and now she is 4 years old and has a little brother, and so on and so forth. So, we got to see the kids, and we all decided to stay in this all together, stay in a hotel, but we would be in separate hotel rooms. There would be one adult in one hotel room with some kids, and another adult in a hotel room with kids. Now, we had to have the handicap accessible hotel room, and usually those are really expensive, so we decided to go with Priceline because that was the cheapest. So then we book at the hotel. The first day we get there, I'm trying to be friendly, funny, joke around, because the reason why I'm there is no joking matter, but I wanted to joke around and kid. I've already put some of my makeup on. I've used this blush. I got it from I Spy, and it's this little mini blush, and it's a liquid blush, and it's like a pink color. And for my eyelash primer, I've used this, and it's amazing. I love it. Yep. And for my foundation today, I used my Clinique. And I'm going to go over the first blush with another blush just to make it more. So we get there, the day we get there, I had taken some days off to go be with the family members I hadn't seen and be with the family member that is going through a hard time. So I get to our hotel room, and first hotel room they put us in, the bed is not even made. It's completely filthy. And so my mom calls and the front desk and tells them, hey, the bed's not made. This room is unacceptable, and it did not smell good at all. It was really, really, really bad. So, needless to say, I will never stay at that hotel chain again. And we just decided that we were not going to stay at that hotel again. So the night we get there, we get into our hotel room, and I am completely starving, and I am vegetarian. So finding options that are vegetarian options are very hard if you don't know where to look. And I haven't been to Oklahoma in a very long time, especially that part of Tulsa. So we get to the hotel room, and luckily we are at this hotel room that has a Subway in it, and we can just get the food and we can eat it in our hotel room, or we can eat it in the Subway little restaurant thing. So we go and we get there, we're eating our food. After the debacle of them having to change our room, when we get into our room, however, it is handicap accessible, but it just does not smell good. So their remedy was give us a can of spray, like the Glades air freshener, and tell us just to spray the room. So as we are there, we are staying at this hotel, and my mom keeps smelling like this sewer odor, and she keeps asking me and the girls if we have gotten sick to our stomach, if we have thrown up in the bathroom or done something, and we're like, no, we have not. So my mom goes and takes a shower, and she notices that the drain is very slow to drain and water goes everywhere. So we ended up, because of bad weather, staying longer than expected. This means I did not pack enough clothes, so I was running out of clothes very quickly, and luckily there was a washer and dryer, but it did cost money. It cost quarters, and it was very, very expensive. So my cousin ends up doing laundry, and I end up throwing my stuff, or my sister ends up doing laundry, and my nephew, does it, and I get him back, and we go up and we see the family member that is not doing so well. So then we turn around, and after all this is going on, we are at the hotel unaware that events are unfolding that aren't so great. So my family decides to check out of the hotel that they were staying at, because my aunt, my sister, and my uncle were all going, and my other uncle were all going to stay at this hotel for 2 weeks. But we were only going to stay for a couple days because I could not get off enough to stay the 2 weeks. So then we decide that they decide that they are going to move hotel rooms. So they move hotel rooms to a different hotel. And we decide to take a shower. Well, I end up falling in the shower, and I end up getting injured. But we don't tell the front desk. We just decide to check out because my mom was getting bad feeling, and we did not want to stay there any longer than we had to. It was just a bad experience all the way around. So we ended up going to my aunt's hotel room, and we were just going to drive through the night because I had to work the next day, and we were just going to get back to our jobs. So then we turn around and we decide that we are going to just say goodbye. And my aunt, begs us to stay at the hotel. And the whole time we had stayed, I ended up paying for the first hotel room, and I had offered to pay for the second one. I turned around and we check out at 4 o'clock in the morning, and the whole time we were in Oklahoma, there was severe weather. We had to take shelter. There was tornadoes around us in the surrounding areas, and it was just not an experience I would recommend for anyone, let alone what I recommend for myself. So then we turn around and we decide that we are going. So my mom decides that because, circumstances, she decides to go back to Oklahoma, but she says because she'll have to take care of certain things, it would just be better if I stayed here. And also the fact that I have to work, and I didn't know if I could get off, and that was such short notice, and they were nice enough to let me off the first time. but we didn't know if they would let me off now. This is what I'm putting on my lips. It is from the 1950s, and I absolutely love it. So then we turn around and we end up going she ends up going to Oklahoma. I end up staying here. I'm marinating tofu and just getting ready for work. Like I said, I haven't slept in almost 6 days, but I just couldn't sleep tonight because the dog has been barking. Because if you hear, you can hear the weather outside and the wind. If you do hear thunder or the lights flicker, just ignore it. We are under a tornado watch, and it's just been fun. So then we turn around and I get off at 4 o'clock and she tells me I'm gonna go ahead and head up and just see if they need any help or see if I can do anything to assist the people that are there. Which I don't blame her, I would too. So I said, I understand, you have a great time and I'll just stay here and we will just go from there. Today I'm going to be using Cherries in the Snow. It is a 1950s makeup shade and we are going to be using it today. This is what it looks like. And we're going to just be doing so after all that, my mom decides that she's going to drive up. So she drove up. She just made it to Oklahoma and she's going to see if she can help or assist in any way because she is in the medical field herself. And, you know, she used to be a floor nurse, so she knows how to handle certain situations. So she's like, hey, I'll just go up there and see if they need anything and help if I need to. And that is what she is doing. So I told her I would stay here and work and get some laundry done. And the repairman is coming to repair the dryer. And we don't know if the heating element went out again because I did buy a new heating element and it worked well for a while. But now it is not heating up, so they have to come out and fix it. So we're without a dryer. It's been fun. I do really feel like I'm in the 1950s. The pajama nightgown I am wearing is from from Vintage. I'm trying to think of the name. It is Uniquely Vintage or something like that. And it was the Pillow Talk collection. I should have got 2 of these. Hopefully they will do this set again, but I got it in an extra large and absolutely love it. It does have a little jacket that goes with it, but today it is so hot that I just decided after my shower to just put on my makeup. I just showered a couple of an hour or so ago and just put on some deodorant. And today we are going to be doing the native and white tea, lilac and white tea. I absolutely love this stuff. I get lots of compliments. But yeah, that's my makeup look. I know that Clinique was not back in the 50s, but they were back in the 60s, and they started in Canada, so I was like, hey, I like Clinique, let's use it. But yes. So now I am just gonna finish the video here. I hope y'all have a great day. Now there will be a video that comes out later, which is today, which is Saturday, after I get off work, and it will be in 1950s. Get ready with me, and I will be dressing up like a chick in the 1950s, like a housewife. I won't curl my hair. Possibly will take another shower and curl my hair, but I'll probably just straighten it for the heck of the video, because they did have straight hair too back then. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day, and I do want to thank you for all my new subscribers, and there will be more 1950s content coming, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!